So welcome here. We're coming up to, well, this is the last round of the games before the split, with one exception between Rangers and St Johnstone. They have their game in hand to play before the split. And let's see, this is Kilmarnock, as we see here. Kilmarnock are playing Livingston. Let's have a look at the teams. So Kilmarnock, well, let's have a look at the teams and then we'll discuss the players, the table and things like that. Kilmarnock have Bonescu in goal, Hamalainen, Finlay, Del Fabro and O'Donnell in the back four. Mackenzie, Dicker, Power and Burke in the midfield, and Kabamba and Brophy up front. So the classic 4-4-2 formation. Very popular at the moment, this 4-4-1-1 formation for Livingston. They've got McCrory in goal, Taylor Sinclair, Guthrie, Ambrose, McMillan in the back four, Suda, Sibbald, Bartley and Lawless in midfield, Pittman in that cam role, and Dykes up front. So yeah, so I was saying Kilmarnock have been in freefall for a little while in this season, and they are kind of struggling for form just now. Whereas Livingston have been quite the opposite. They've had a few good games recently, and since we've been simulating the games, they've been doing really well, and so they find themselves now in fourth place, a real chance for European football. They're a little way behind Motherwell, but they'll be wanting to keep that pressure up, and with Aberdeen having dropped points in the game against Hearts, rather surprisingly, we find them with a real chance now to pull away from Aberdeen and pull closer a little bit to Motherwell, though Motherwell will be playing in this round of games as well. Now then, Kilmarnock lose out almost straight away to Dykes, to Bartley now, Sibbald. It's a good ball to Suda. Chips it, and Pittman runs onto that. He's got bodies in the body box. Oh, and that was so nearly in. But Kilmarnock's defence was terrible there. And he was just allowed to run into the box, and he's rippled the side net in there. But dearie me, that was a terrible bit of play from Kilmarnock, and they nearly found themselves a goal down within the first few moments there. But in the end, the side netting saved them, and so Power again losing the ball. Sibbald plays it on for Suda. Suda has been beaten there by O'Donnell, but it was tight, and O'Donnell now finds Burke to Brophy, and back to O'Donnell, back to Burke. He's got Brophy again back inside, and Kabamba now. He can't find anybody through the mass of white shirts that surrounded him. That's a lovely chip ball, but it's maybe a little not lovely in the sense that it's gone too far. Bonescu now has it, and he hands it to Del Fabro. So yeah, Kilmarnock struggling just to get a few passes together at the moment, and I say that, but Brophy's actually found a bit of space. Kabamba, but he's well beaten by Ambrose, I think. And Sibbald now to Suda. Suda back into Sibbald. Sibbald back out to Suda. He's got. Whoa, what was that? I think he was attempting the cross, but in the end he kind of side-footed it out of play, and so Kilmarnock again have a goal kick. Yeah, so Livingston looking dangerous here. Reasonably good at breaking down teams' play, but Kabamba plays Brophy through, and he has some pace on him. Takes it almost past the last man, but in the end it's a sliding challenge that just takes it beyond him, and Ambrose is able to pick up the scraps now. Bartley plays the ball up, but it's well headed down. Mackenzie now has it on this left wing, and a little battle with this man, but runs it out of play in the end, and the Lawless will get the throw in. McMillan goes for the long ball, and Dykes has a real chance of getting there. It bounced awkwardly. It's Kilmarnock, I think, just trying to string a few passes together now. Gets into the way of things. Mackenzie, Power. That's a long ball. It's well dealt with though by McMillan, and he puts the ball up. Bartley finds Lawless in a bit of space, but that pass is going nowhere really. And it's dealt with in a kind of rushed way. So it goes out for a throw in. Promising place for Livingston. Bartley. Lawless. Dealt with in the air, and the second ball again goes to Kilmarnock. Put O'Donnell in a bit of pressure there, and Fabro, O'Donnell, Power, and they're just passing it around and then looping it up in the air. It seems very aimless at the moment from Kilmarnock. Suda runs himself out. A couple of unforced errors from him so far today. Burke to O'Donnell, back to Burke. Burke's got a little bit of space to move in. Brophy plays it. Kabamba plays it behind Burke, but Burke picks it up and then runs into Sibold. Suda now. That's Pittman now. Suda's got space to run into. Feeling a bit unsure, but what a ball! And Lawless has to score, and does indeed score. What a ball from Suda though, after a couple of unforced errors and maybe a bit of criticism, but that ball, he found Lawless unmarked at the back post, and it goes from bad to worse for Kilmarnock. That is a phenomenal bit of play, and he finds the top corner. Brunescu had no chance. Lawless has made it 1-0 to the away team here. Great bit of play, really. Suda found himself in so much space, and he just picked his pass. Again, Lawless unmarked at that back post. Well, a mountain to climb now for Kilmarnock. If they're going to get top 6 football, they need to win at pretty much... In fact, I'm not sure they can get top 6 football anymore, but you got to try, haven't you? Brophy, Kabamba. Brophy back to Kabamba. Kabamba runs into the brick wall, and so it's worked out. Sibold to Bartley. Bartley's pass is not a good one, and Mackenzie now has it. Mackenzie plays it back to Hammerlinen. Mackenzie, Hammerlinen. Dicker. Back to Mackenzie's. Good passing play here. Again, not really going anywhere, and in the end, it's lost. Lawless. Lawless again in so much space, and look at the space that he has on him to run that ball into the wings. Chips the ball into the back post, but Brunescu's gonna get that, no problem. Well, he had options really there, and maybe chose one of the more difficult ones to convert, but it's a safe position at the moment for Livingston. A few moments left on the clock. Kenzie well dispossessed by McMillan. And 1-2 with Bartley. Tries to play it into the midfield, but it's well read, and Power now has it. Burke. Nice cheeky back heel, and well read. Kabamba trying to hit it on the turn, but it's not strong enough. But Kilmarnock looking good. They've reacted well. Linen does well, cuts inside, finds Kabamba, and again the shot isn't very powerful. Hits it on the turn, and so it is going to be 1-0 at half time to the away team. Livingston 1 against Kilmarnock, and it's this man Suda with the ball across. That was one of the better assists we've seen. But Lawless, yeah, what a strike as well to finish it. He still had work to do, and he just picked his corner. Let's have a look at these highlights then from the first half. It's this chance here from Dykes. All he had to do was open up his body and put it beyond the goalkeeper. It was a tight angle, to be fair, but yeah, it's a sign of things to come. But that challenge from Guthrie saved an almost certain goal. And look at that ball, that is just sick. And Lawless, yeah, hammered it home in the end, left-footed, top corner. And that's the half, 1-0 to Livingston. 2 shots on goal each, 1 on target each, 61% possession from Kilmarnock to 39%. But I think that says it all. Kilmarnock just haven't been using their possession very well. They've been passing aimlessly around at the back and then looping the ball up to no one particular, and it hasn't worked for them. Lawless now, bit of space, but runs into Hammerlinen, who does well, and gives away the throw-in. McMillan will take. Oh, that's a terrible throw, and Kabamba does well. Mackenzie now. Mackenzie, a bit of space, but his pass is terrible. Nien wins it back. Power to Kabamba. For Dicker. It's a power to Kabamba, who runs into bodies. Pittman now. He's on for Sudha, who runs into some trouble, and so Burke. So neither side really getting a foothold in the second half just yet. There's Sinclair to O'Donnell. Donald runs into him, but he manages to keep it. Kabamba now gets a second bite at the cherry. And it's well worked in the end, out by Livingston. And Bartley to Dykes. Dykes runs into his man. Hammerlinen now gets the ball out to Mackenzie. Hammerlinen. Mackenzie. Dicker. Mackenzie back into Brophy now. Brophy to Kabamba, who's dispossessed by Ambrose. And the ball's cleared up, but again, Kilmarnock who win that ball. Again, they just loop it high, and Livingston, no real danger of losing it there. That's the high ball, but Taylor Sinclair still wins it back. Pittman to Sudha. Suda's ball in isn't good. And O'Donnell is able to pick it up, Findlay. Then up to Burke, back to O'Donnell, Power. Well, Power nearly passes it into trouble, but manages to win it back. O'Donnell plays it into Brophy. Brophy turns on his man, and he's got a bit of luck there, but his ball in is well read, and it's cleared out for a throw-in to Kilmarnock just inside the Livingston half. So Power is being taken off. And let's see, it's El Macrini. It's more straight away, Burke. Burke does well, cuts inside really well there. Chips it in for El Macrini, who's spinning round when he hits that. He's unable to get the purchase on it that he wants. Ball out though is cleared, and Kilmarnock have all the possession right now. McMillan, Mackenzie. His ball in is well read, and McMillan now on the break. Pittman chips it up. Offside. Interesting decision. Kilmarnock taking Mackenzie off for Kilty. Largely been ineffectual down that right hand side. Left hand side, sorry. Ball goes up. Brophy out to Dicker. Finley. Into Dicker. Hammerlinen. Plays the ball up to Kilty now. Immediate opportunity to. Oh, good ball, but it's well dealt with in defence. And Livingston able to get it out, but now it's back in. Dicker. Hammerlinen. And Dicker again. Hammerlinen. A lot of this backwards and sideward passing. Kilty though, he's not afraid to run forward, and he puts a decent ball in, but Ambrose just about gets to it first. Hammerlinen, Kilty, and that ball is well read by Lawless in the end, and the ball goes out. But again, it's Kilmarnock who pick up that ball in midfield. Kabamba, Burke, blocked well by Taylor Sinclair, but again it's Kilmarnock picking up the loose ball. Ball comes into the box. El Macrini. And it's gone right across the face of goal. Too high for anything to happen, but better play from Kilmarnock. Looking a little bit more like they want the game. Lawson coming on for Sibbald. We'll go Lawless. Bartley. So Lawless, who runs into Dicker. And wins the throw in. Just inside the Livingston half. So Mirren now. Just about gets it through to Bartley, to Ambrose. Lawson's ball is cut out, and now a real chance, Burke. But he's run into Guthrie. Guthrie, even though he's gone down, he's managed to get it up, and Bartley, Pittman, is behind Lawless, who was offside. I would say it's tight there, because he's gone behind him. But he's chosen the worst pass anyway. Dykes is a reasonable option there. 12 minutes on the clock. Left a bit of normal time. It's 1-0 to Livingston, but Kilmarnock have looked better, but haven't really looked like scoring. A few half chances on half volleys, but Burke now is well defended out of it. Lawless. Waits for McMillan to catch up. McMillan puts the ball up, but it's well handled. Hamalainen, Dicker, Hamalainen, Lawless, Dicker, Kabamba to Kilty. Ooh, well dealt with, but Livingston end up with it, and now Suda's got a real chance on the break. He's got so much space on this wing, and he's got 3 bodies in the box to aim for, and in the end it doesn't do well with gaming, and it's well cut out. Del Fabro now has it. Macrini to Brophy. Brophy now has some space. Cuts inside, finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell cuts inside, finds Al Macrini. The ball up is to no one in particular, and Livingston have it. A bit of tennis, that's it. Well, it's another offside given against Lawless. There's going to be a substitute now. Marvin Bartley coming off for... Didn't catch that off the back of his shirt. There's 2 minutes left. Jacobs, there we go. Hamalainen. Kabamba to Dicker. It shows you something about Kilmarnock's position. Their forwards are coming really deep to get the ball. Dicker now. Burke playing more in a forward role at the moment than Kabamba. That's been kicked out. So it looks like they've changed formation to a more of a 4-3-3 with Burke going in that central role. Weirdly enough, Dicker does really well there now. He's made some space for himself, and he plays the ball in, and that is the equaliser. And it's going to be Burke who gets it. And that kind of came from nothing. It just kind of found himself with space on that wing, and then Burke has come across and... Oh, look at how much space he's given and not defended at all. Well, it looks like a draw-in. A last-minute goal from Burke. And, yeah, so just a moment of lapse in concentration, and Kilmarnock have punished them for it. Burke with the goal. 90 minutes on the clock. Well, what a... That's it. That is the game. So 1-1 is the score here. And Kilmarnock, in the end, the possession won it for them. They've had a moment of luck after that wonder goal from Lawless in the first half. Burke was just right time, right place. And that is Kilmarnock 1, Livingston 1.